Hello everyone, and welcome to the second round of the 2020 Idlewild Open presented by Dynamic Disc and the Nati. I'm Rebbeca Cox, joined with Kona Panis.
Hey everybody.
And I'm really excited to watch this second round.
I know these ladies shot fire yesterday, so I'm really excited to see them hit some lines. We got some forehand dominant players, so I'm stoked. Alright, so we got Holly Finley in first place, shooting 1 down, Paige Pierce +4, Sarah +4, and Ellen +5. These are some great scores out here at Idlewild.
Yeah, we've got a couple forehand dominant players. Holly, who's known for playing really well in the woods.
Alright, here's our leaderboard. Like I said, we got these 4 on the top card. And then on the chase card, we got some people trying to make a run to try and get on that lead card. Katrina, Valerie, Heather, and Missy. Vanessa trying to sneak up too into that top 5. Hole 1, 638 feet. We got OB left all the way down. We're not really going over there unless you're hyzering out. The main miss here is to miss right. So we're trying to hit center fairway right in this area. If you hit a huge drive, you can even get down to this tree, but it's kind of a crush. And then you're looking for an easy putter to mid upshot. Maybe get a birdie 3 or, get your par 4. This green is also pretty tough too. If you end late, you end up going downhill, so pretty touchy.
Holly first up on the tee. Just a simple hyzer, that's all you need.
Yeah, I think she's just going for something super simple, not trying to play that OB at all.
Paige looks like she has her Zeus again.
Yeah, she's trying to go big. I think she wanted to go too big and didn't get that up all the way, so she ended up turning over a little too much into that tree.
Oh, man. That's like the worst thing that can happen is being right up against the tree right there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely makes it for a tough upshot. She may be looking to save her par.
And Sarah Hokom with this, an easy shot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful forehand.
Being kind of on the side of the hill right there kind of gives you a funky footing, but it's right there in the middle of the fairway. Here we have Ellen Widboom. You've seen her do pretty well recently.
Yeah, she's been playing great. She did great at D-Glow. I believe she took 2nd place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's been playing awesome, and her forehand has been insane. She's getting some great distance.
Yeah, she's really cleaned up her game recently.
This is a touchy approach for a forehand, but dang, Sarah, great touch.
Kind of looks like she's going to be under that tree a little bit, but she has a putt. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like the look of this.
Beautiful hyzer from Holly. She's playing textbook. You can tell she's feeling confident.
Mm-hmm. And that is well within her putting range. Hook it up.
Yeah, that's the one thing with that upshot. If you're forehand dominant, it slopes to the right, so it's definitely tough. Oh, Paige with a patent pending.
Ooh, she put a lot on that.
Heck yeah.
Well, she's got a little bit of a decision to make here.
Yeah, if she wants to run this putt, like I said, behind that basket, it slopes down, so she's got to be careful.
And Ellen just laying up.
We're going to see Ellen throw that Nova a lot today. That's like one of her go-to putter, upshot, and long distance putts.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, like I said, when it's downhill, so it's a tough putt back. But, oh, no biggie for the 5-time world champ.
Oh, no.
Great bid. Oh.
Yeah. And the thing about from the knee putts, myself, when I'm in the circle, I find it so hard not to, like, fall forward when I do that. She looked so stable right there. Maybe a bit of first hole jitters, but she had a couple solid shots there, so no harm walking away with a par. So all pars on this hole to start off.
Yeah, that's an okay way to start. I mean, the birdie is definitely a bonus.
Hole 2, 601 feet. The entire left side of the fairway is OB. We kind of have this roller coaster hill type thing going on. Around this area is where we're going to see a lot of people landing usually. It's difficult to get up to this part of the fairway. And then we're throwing over water to the basket, which is kind of on the left side of this hill right here. It slopes right to left down to this water. So it's a really treacherous upshot.
Yeah, this hole is tough. I mean, it's our third most difficult hole on the course, and especially if you're not getting up there, like you said, off the tee, it's you got to lay up to the sidewalk.
Yeah, and especially if you go OB off your drive, it's so difficult to save a par.
Holly getting over on that one. That's a great spot. That's exactly where you
Wow,
want to be.
Very nice.
No.
She just turns it over too much.
So she'll probably look just to lay up by that sidewalk. Yes.
Wow. She hit the perfect
That was
line right
perfect forehand.
Ellen probably looking to do the same thing. I mean, if you can get the distance, the forehand hyzer is a great choice here.
Yeah, it's definitely. Ooh, come back. Ooh.
That was a good stop.
Yeah, good tree. I don't think she wanted to hyzer flip it that much.
Yeah, but she stayed in bounds, so. Cooked to right.
Two weird shots from Paige.
Yeah.
You don't usually see that coming from her.
Just gonna have a little work to do. Ellen just pitching out, giving herself a good position. She's just pitching out.
Yeah, she could not do much there. Oh, she's gonna have to pitch up again.
Probably not as far up as you want to be, but she has the arm to get over the water from there.
So the forehand is actually a great play on this hole because you're not like going down the hill. It's like coming back right. So it's not gonna like slope down to the water.
Having that right side fade. And from there, Sarah can just have an easy par if she lays up. Skip up.
Dang, okay, this is Holly's tee shot. Wow.
And you just have to know she's throwing something flippy.
Yeah, Holly throws, she's sponsored by Innova, and she throws a lot of lightweight plastic, a lot of Starlight plastic, so you're going to see a lot of her discs do this nice little pop-up.
Yeah, she's way more of a control thrower, so.
Yeah, not much power, but like you said, very controllable.
She knows where it's going.
Ooh, Ellen doing a sick flex.
Yeah. And everyone's kind of around the circle's edge. It's going to be a choice to make, for sure. She should be able to tap in that putt. Laying up to this basket's difficult with that slope. So sometimes you're like, I might as well just go for it.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Hey, Ellen.
Great putt by Ellen.
There's that Nova. She putts the crap out of this thing.
I did not know she putt with Novas too.
Yeah, it's a very neutral putter, and it just glides and floats a lot, so
man.
It's great.
No, she feels good saving that par. Oh. Rough hole for Paige, but there's plenty of holes left. Yeah. And stuff like that happens so easy on holes like this too.
Yeah, but like we said on the first round, you know, you have a lot of holes to go and a lot more stressful holes to go, so you definitely got to keep your mental side in it.
Yeah, right now is not the time to be stressing out about it. Holly with their just laser putt.
Paige's mask is cool. It looks like it has her logo on it. Hole 3, 400 feet, par 3. We got OB left all the way down, and then a lot of people are just trying to throw something straight, maybe something flippy, just to kind of get in this area to the right, or if you can, all the way down to the basket. Some of the unlucky stuff is there's this creek that runs directly in the circle of the basket that some people get unlucky and get in. It totally sucks, but you know, it's just part of how this course plays tough.
And that's really the mistake you're going to see a lot on this hole. You know, rarely do we see people early release. It's more of a, oh, I don't want to be over there, so they turn it way over, which is fine. You can pitch up for an easy 3, but it definitely takes the birdie opportunity away.
I'm excited to see Sarah's forehand on this.
Yeah, the forehand's kind of a touchy shot here. A little low, but it kind of skips over the crest of the hill.
Yeah, that'll be fine. She'll have a simple, just forehand up shot. Getting over on that.
Oh, man.
What? Please tell me it's safe.
Looks like it stayed safe.
Yes.
That was a great forehand.
Wow.
Having that, like, touchy flex shot.
That was sick. All right, Paige is looking to capitalize.
Wow, she gets through all of it.
Yep, that is how you throw this hole. Oh gosh, I wish I could do that.
Get up, get up.
Holly's looking confident. She's looking great.
Yeah, she's got a 5-stroke lead right now. She's probably just not feeling like she needs to do anything super special. Just staying clean. Sarah with a decent upshot. And Ellen carding the birdie.
Forehand birdie on this hole. That is sick.
And getting over that little creek part too. Yep.
Easy par from Sarah. Yep. And that is how you come back from that really bad hole. Great job, Paige.
We're moving on to the leaderboard. We still have Holly with a 5-stroke lead ahead of Ellen Widboom and Sarah Hokom. And then we have Paige kind of dropping down a little bit. We have Missy Gannon moving up 4 spots, Jess staying steady. And here we have hole 4, 334 feet. The entire right side of the fairway is OB. The lake to the left side of the basket is OB as well. The fairway slopes right to left, so a lot of shots are kind of going to trickle downhill a little bit. It kind of takes a lot of power to get to this basket, I feel like. Really committing to that shot takes a lot. A lot of people land by that tree behind the basket. And I'm interested to see what these forehand players can do on this hole.
Okay. I guess I was more so thinking she would go left of that tree, but she probably doesn't even want to try and mess with that water.
Like, she probably wanted to turn that over more, but...
Yeah, and she probably just looks at this hole as a par.
You know, Paige is going to do everything it takes to get there.
Got over on it a little bit, so she'll just... I'm assuming she'll probably lay up just because this is already a tough green with it sloping, and it's an elevated basket. I really like Holly's color coordinating today. Green, green, green.
She always looks good. And she's actually in the part of the fairway where that branch doesn't really come into your putt that much, so... Ooh. Keep going. And it's so hard to get yourself to, like, throw it.
I know, I know.
Like, I know all these ladies can probably reach this hole, but... Oh, a little half bid.
Ooh, oh, no. No.
Stop, stop, stop.
And that's just what you risked going for that.
And then she's going to have that comebacker up the hill, too.
Smart play by Paige. Already kind of a tough putt with those branches anyways.
There we go. See, that Nova's a good, perfect for laying up a shot like that. So neutral, it's not going to land on any type of angle.
Well, and because it's an overmold, that soft plastic on the edge, it just grips whatever it lands on.
A good layup from Sarah, too. The thing about this kind of basket is that I don't like to lay up, like, even 10 feet short of it. You know?
No, I do not like
I want to be right up against it.
Oh my gosh, Holly,
wow.
Beautiful putt. Holly is a really great putt. I would like to say she's a spin putter. She has a lot of power.
It's like a laser.
Yeah,
just goes straight towards the basket.
I know, and like her outside the circle putts, she doesn't jump. It's just like so much spin.
You're kind of looking uphill, you know, the water's behind you. She really went for it. Save that bogey. Sarah tapping in her par. Kind of closes the gap a little bit.
At Dynamic Discs, we offer affordable custom stamping to help your company, club, event, or tour stand out from the rest. We can use your own design, or we'll work with you to design a stamp that captures the tone of your event. We'll get your discs stamped quickly and on their way within 3 weeks. If you're ordering for an event, you may qualify for one of our sponsorship tiers as well. Discs are listed at our best pricing with a minimum 50 disc order with a 10 disc minimum per mold. We have junior and mini discs available as well. For all the information you need, head over to dynamicdiscs.com or email custom@dynamicdiscs.com.
Right, on to hole 5. This is the most difficult hole for us. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We got a creek on the left side, that's OB, that's like the main thing to worry about. And then as we get to this tree, this is where a lot of women are trying to land, right at this tree. And hopefully have an easy upshot before the creek, or try and get on the green if they have an open look, make their putt for 3, and hopefully save their par. A lot of women are probably going to take a 4 on this hole, depending if they don't have a great shot off the tee.
I think the forehand is such a good choice here.
Yeah, just because you're fading away from the creek, you're not really messing with it unless you're like flipping it up.
It's not the greatest spot to be in, but we'll see what kind of shot she has from there. Paige just turned something way over. No. I don't even know how that happened.
It's just Idlewild. You can have a perfect shot.
You
and
have
hit
a great
tiny
shot,
tree.
and it hits one thing. Man.
Get lucky.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, Sarah doing a little flexy shot.
Oh, 4 for that tree.
Oh, he's looking so beautiful.
Yeah, but
Still a
that's
great position.
Yeah, great spot to be in. While you're lining up that turnover line. Oh yeah,
Whew.
sit nicely.
We said she threw flippy plastic. We meant it.
She's right up against that tree, but I mean, she's so far up there. And you'll see some women lay up to the creek before the basket, before crossing it, because that is within the circle. Ellen looks like she's in circle 2. She has a putt. Sarah with the backhand.
I've been loving seeing her throw the backhand. She's really been working on it.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Stop, stop, stop. Yes.
That's a great backhand from her because that's such a touchy
She's been
upshot.
having such great backhands this year.
Love it.
And Paige is just laying up to that spot right there inside the circle, as I was saying before.
Oh, Holly ended up in a weird spot.
She stayed in bounds. She's going to have a putt from right there, but it's not what she wanted.
Ellen with that Nova.
Come on.
Just a little high.
Aw, the band. Page for 3. Oh, that was for her 4. My mistake. Such a good shot. I forgot it went OB.
I know. Yes, Sarah tapping in a beautiful par with her awesome backhand upshot.
Very solid shots. Paige with the double bogey.
Yeah, this is very unlike anything we're used to seeing from Paige.
She does kind of struggle in the woods a bit, but she's usually good with these first few holes that are more open. Here we have hole 6, 437 feet, par 3. That tree we see right there on the left side is, I mean, exactly what you see from the fairway. It opens up a lot more out here. That sidewalk you see is not OB. The right side isn't OB. We don't really have any OB on this hole besides past the basket, which doesn't really come into play. We have these guardian trees right here where, I mean, if your upshot hits any of those, you're going to have a putt. A long putt. She got that in front of the tree. It's hard to get a lot of distance as a forehand slash lefty player.
Yeah, it's For me, in my opinion, I think this tee shot's kind of tough, just because for the forehand player, it's, you know, it's a simple just out, but for the backhand, you got to get something turned over so it doesn't hit that tree.
Yeah, and even with the forehand, they're all trying to hyzer in front of that tree so they can't even get that much distance.
And then the upshot is uphill, and you have to get past those guardian trees, so.
Yeah, and I think the ideal spot is more to the left side of the fairway, so that's really tricky.
Holly with a great backhand. Paige looks like she's ready to go big.
Yeah, she can definitely reach this hole.
She got over on it.
Yeah, she did.
Same spot as yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get through those branches.
It's great having a forehand on this
There we go.
approach, just because it just filters right to the basket.
Yep, and majority of players are just wanting to get that par and get out. That's how a lot of these holes are. Here we go. Great upshot from Ellen. Turn, turn.
Yeah, that's like the one mistake you can have with just like the backhand, is just not getting it turned enough.
Yeah, when you don't want to commit to that, throwing through the trees. Holly for her 3. Oh, man. And with Sarah and Ellen taking the par, that's going to close the gap.
Do you like putting from a knee when you're on a hill? Do you ever do that?
I do that sometimes. It really depends, though.
I've heard it helps, because it like puts you at like the same level as the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Easy par for Ellen. All smiles, yeah. That's what we like to see.
So Holly, that leader gap that she had closed a little bit. Sarah and Kat are coming for her. Ellen's playing great. We have Missy. Yes.
Killing it.
Sneaking in there.
She is a great putter. She's been playing some great golf recently. All right, hole 7, 484 feet, par 4. We got a tough tee shot. You're trying to get through this little gap right here, have something flip up, go straight. We're going to see some forehands or backhands. You want to land on this path right here. And then you have a tricky approach going uphill, very elevated fairway. Get through these trees and hopefully get here for your 4. It's definitely a tough hole.
Now, I played with Jessica Weiss in practice, and she really got a forehand up there.
Really?
Far, yes. Keep going.
Getting through everything. It's not the greatest position, especially on the left side, just because it's such a tough fairway, and especially it turns into like a tunnel. But,
Yeah,
you know,
especially further down that hill, you have so many more trees to contend with.
she'll probably just put something in the fairway and just try and take her 4.
Oh, come back. Sit.
Give her the green. Did you say it?
Come on. Green.
Shout out to all the spotters out there. You guys have been amazing, like telling us exactly where our discs are. It's been great. So thank you guys for volunteering. Beautiful.
Yeah, up a little further than where she was yesterday, so
Yeah.
that's a great landing spot. Holly looking like she has a full-speed driver. Oh, yeah. Skip up there.
Nice.
Nice. She just trusts those discs to flip exactly where she needs them to be.
Wait. I thought you were supposed to go to the drop zone when you went out of bounds.
She was inbounds.
She was inbounds. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
My bad. Yes. Okay. Cool. Tripping.
And that was a great up shot from her, too. Looks like she's having to go around everything.
Whoa.
Flip, flip, flip. Sit nice. It's going to be a little bit tough of a lie right there, but forward progress.
Yes. So this is the tough part of this hole is when you land right here, it's a great shot, but you're like off stance, like you're like leaning backwards trying to throw forward, so it's definitely a
You
tough
got that
shot.
hill, the weird footing, and then you're looking at this tiny little gap you need to throw through. Oh, yeah, Paige is way up there. Go, go, go. I think she's on the left side as well. Oh. Wow. You see, I'd be staring at those stumps in front of me like I'm definitely going to hit one of those. But she snuck right past it. She's going to have a putt for par.
Oh, another roller. Look, Idlewild, you put us in weird. Oh, forehand.
Oh, who knows what's going to happen. Go. Oh, she'll have a putt from there. Yeah, sometimes that's all you have.
I know, I threw a few of those too. Idlewild does that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Weird stance from Ellen, but great shot.
Great shot by Paige.
Yeah, she's been working on her forehand. It's really great to see her throw some great shots with
Yeah,
it.
that was a nice line she had.
Oh my gosh, that was
no.
looking great. No.
Oh.
Oh, that
Hit
hurts the heart.
band again. So usually I'm okay with hitting the band because at least I was high, but man, that was just mean.
Stop.
It's so weird how Idlewild can have rollaways on like not even that much elevation. Oh, it hurts. Oh. She's mad she didn't commit to that. Ellen?
Great par save from Ellen.
Oh, yeah. Par feels great on this hole.
Almost feels like a birdie.
Paige with her par.
Holly tapping in her triple bogey. I know that hurt for her, and her putting's one of her strongest parts. It's just, you know, sometimes it happens.
Yeah, stuff like that happens. Okay, here we have hole 8, 576 feet. We kind of have this snaking fairway. We have to throw through this gap right here, usually with a hyzer. This is more the landing zone right here. It's kind of to the left side or the right side, depending. The left side of the fairway is OB, but that usually doesn't really come into play. Up here is usually where we see a lot of second shots land. People are just trying to get in a good position to get their birdie, but you have to get through all of these trees and the baskets on a little bit of a slope. So our first par 5 of the round.
Ellen opting for the flex forehand. I'm excited to see this shot. It's a tough
Perfect.
shot, and it's like an interesting gap to hit, but if you can hit it, you get the distance.
Nice shot from Paige. Beautiful.
Sarah probably looking to do the same thing as Ellen, just try and do a flex, get the distance. Ooh, I think that's
Oh.
a little bit wide
Yeah.
than what she wanted, but it definitely worked out.
Got through those trees.
It always looks like Holly's telling secrets to her discs. But
Yeah, it does.
She says that she actually has really dry hands, and so when she
Oh.
does that, she's like, you know, putting a little bit of humidity on the disc, so
Yeah.
it gives her some grip.
I wish I had that problem yesterday.
I know,
I was sweating
right?
like crazy.
I have sweaty hands.
Oh, rough spot. There you go. Get yourself out to the fairway.
Yeah, this is par 5, so you're really just trying to break it down into 5 individual shots.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
It's a great shot from Sarah. She'll have a great looking forehand down that tunnel for her birdie.
And Ellen with the absolutely ideal
Oh my
drive.
gosh, beautiful. Oh, she's going big. She's like, I'm not laying up.
Yes. And being right there on kind of the right side of the fairway, she has that right side gap right there. It's a little tight, but I mean, you'd rather be on the right side than too far to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just dead straight.
Go.
Keep going. Yes.
Beautiful. If you have that forehand, that's exactly what you want to do on this hole.
Paige pulling out the forehand as well. Looks like she threw something pretty fast to get that skip.
Part. That's
Yes.
sweet to see her throw a committed forehand like that. It's sick.
There's that right side gap I was talking about. It's a little touchy.
It's tight.
But
But
no
no-
problem for Widboom.
Yes. Wow, those were 3 really great upshots in this hole. Okay, so we're going to see the backhand on this. Wow. Beautiful touch from Holly.
Nice. Nice par save.
Little celebration on that one.
Widboom with
Birdie.
the birdie. Such
Wow.
a beautiful textbook birdie on this hole.
Yes.
Super clean.
Exactly how you want to play it.
Sarah with the birdie as well.
Wow.
Incredible shots. So that kind of sneaks Sarah and Ellen ahead of Holly by a stroke.
Sneaking up. Alright, hole 9, 258 feet, par 3. So this hole's pretty easy. It's our 17th most difficult hole. You're really just trying to get through this gap and have something either turn over if you're throwing backhand to this basket, or if you're throwing the forehand, just simply glide down and then skip right. It's kind of a down slope, so the disc definitely goes fast down to the basket, so you're just trying to look to get through this gap, hopefully get close enough to the basket where it's not like too low ceiling of a putt. So here's Ellen's forehand. This is what's most, I mean, not most players, but this is what you want to do. Come on, get right.
Did it drop? It did, yeah.
Look at the roll.
Keep going.
Okay, sit.
Man.
It's just that down slope. She'll have a putt for bird, though. She'll get that Nova.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind being down there in my first shot. Keep turning.
Yes, so that's what you'll see a lot of the backhand players do. It'll simply just like flip up. That's perfect. Just hit those trees. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sarah was trying to maybe hyzer flip that and put on a little bit too much hyzer and didn't fully commit. So this is an SL Roadrunner. She's throwing a fairway driver.
Whew.
I think that's just what she's trying to do. I think she's just trying to like chuck it into those trees and hope it just like drops.
Also, huge shout out to Macy Walker for acing this hole yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible shot.
Wow. Forehand or backhand?
Forehand.
Wow. Great.
Sarah kind of looking to lay up there.
Weird putt from Holly. Yeah, you can't really do much there.
Yeah, low ceiling, downhill. On with her Nova. A little low. Paige with the birdie.
Yes, lone bird.
Everyone just looking to tap in their pars now. Yep. So here we have Ellen and Sarah tied for the lead with one stroke lead ahead of Holly and 2 strokes ahead of Paige.
Missy moving up even more.
Yes.
Yes, and Vanessa Van Dyken. That's awesome to see her on the leaderboard too. We haven't seen her on the road for a while, so it's good to see her back out.
Yes, and thank you for joining us for the front 9.
Yeah, shout out to GKPro. We appreciate you guys being out there with us. So we got Ellen and Sarah sticking in first right now.
Battling it out.
Catch us on the back 9.